Alright, we're back for another episode of Strictly Sega. But this isn't an actual Sega episode. No. Last week, week before, we talked to you about how I got lured in with the temptation of Amigas. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to have a look at a few Amigas. My friend here holding the camera, it happens to be an Amiga collector. And yeah, we'll just take you through a few of them. I'm here, of course, again with Leon, and once again, I know you're sick of hearing it from me, but click on that link. You know the one. Come on. Alright, moving on. Some Amigas. So, I've been given free reign to show you what I would like, which is awesome, you know. So here we go. Sorry about this, I'm meant to be showing you this stuff, but it's sort of like, yeah, I'm getting distracted. It's just, this is too awesome. Look at this. Alright. What my friend has chosen just to scratch the surface is to give you a general idea of what we're talking about here, what we've got going. We're going to go through a few Amiga 2000s. How is that? That's a 2000 motherboard there. Just mammoth! It's a huge thing. We'll show you a little bit closer in detail, but I mean, look at all those soldering points. A complete board that can run, you know, you don't need to, all this is just expansion stuff. You can plug this into a wall, or into a power supply, plug it into a monitor, and off you go. What is it? It's like an A500 just with expansion slots, right. You know?
Yeah, it's an A500 with Zora expansion cards, slots.
Going to have a quick look inside the 2000.
Yep.
This one in particular has a few extra goodies in this. You would say something about, was it this one?
Yep. Well, this particular one's got an accelerator card. It's a 68030, Motorola 68030, GVP, Great Valley Products. Very expensive when it came out, and I think one of the chips has actually got gold plated on it. Came with custom RAM, so very fast RAM, but they were custom made for these cards. And I guess adjacent to that, we've got again another GVP controller card for a hard drive and auto boot with some RAM expansion at the back. I think these cards could expand up to about 16 megabytes max with these cards.
But that was huge back then too.
Oh, of course.
And
yeah.
Lifting this up, I can tell you it is one hell of a beast. It is so heavy. The power supplies nowadays are probably about an eighth of the weight this is. And one thing you notice just looking at the motherboard is just, you know, I mean, growing up with PCs, is stuff you see on this that you never see on PCs very often. For instance, these little blue resistors, you know, running all the way up here, little capacitors, sorry.
Yeah.
You know, you never see that on PCs. They're usually, you know, you get one or two, you know, you never see 50 of them lined up in a row. This big gap here, you know, on the cards, these cards were so, you know, built so specifically for, you know, expansion and stuff like that, that, you know, there's only very high-end stuff that you would ever see with, you know, built that way. You know, longboard stuff, you know, like around the 486 era of computers, you know, you saw these very, very long ISA slots, you know, extended ISA slots, you know, and this is just taking it to a whole new dimension, you know. My friend here has about 19 boxes of these. I counted them because I was just, goodness, you know.
Yeah, the complete Amiga Wares collection.
The complete Amiga Wares collection. So just taking a chunk, you know, I mean, there is just, where do you start? You know, where do you start? 19 boxes of these. Anyway, I wouldn't even know, just, yeah. Wow. Now we've done the 2000. We can't do the 1200 and the 4000 in this episode. We're going to move on to the 500. Now this is just two of many he has. Basic 500, right here, is what it is. No. But then we got the almighty beast down here. And this is the 500 with a expansion. So like I said earlier, we're not actually going to show you the 1200s, but we have got a quick little story to share with you about the 1200s and Australian history here. Gaming company, who shall remain nameless, and early in their days they used their, you know, their video poker machines. They made them out of old 1200 motherboards. Yeah. So in turn, my friend here happened to have a whole bunch of these, what they call magic packs, and these magic packs had the cases in them, but no motherboard.
So I guess that could be a call out for anybody out there that's got A1200 motherboards that have got no cases. Give us a call.
Give us a buzz, write a comment below.
Yeah.
But moving on, CD32 time, I think, yeah?
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know, a lot of consoles that were made around this era were very sleek and stuff like that. You had the 3DO and it looked very fancy, and you had the you know, the Mega Drive to an extent. You know, when you plug things into it, it fit nicely and snugly into it. Whereas, you know, these things are they're very, you know, raw. It's just lack of words. You know, it is a very masculine machine. You know, like for instance, when you lift up the hood, you know, it is literally half the machine is just covered up with that hood, and at the back of it, you know, you have you know, expansion ports that are really rough, you know, and yeah, no, it was interesting design, you know. It was
very chunky, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very chunky.
You can tell Jack Tremill's had his hand in that, just trying to cheapen it up a bit, you know. But nonetheless, plug that SX1 into it, keyboard and mouse, you got yourself a 1200 right there.
With a CD-ROM.
With a CD-ROM, yes.
Yeah. Excellent.
Great machine, you know. And just because this is a gaming show, there's Gunship 2000, and that's what it looked like when you got it. A lot of effort went into designing that, you know. Awesome. Microprose, good supporter of the Amiga by the looks of it too. Thank you for joining us for an Amiga episode. It's been fun for me. I can tell you I've spent my whole day here just flabbergasted. It's been fantastic. CD32s are just incredible. The 2000s were fun to look at and open up and have a look at all the expansion packs. Some of these were just full of nostalgia, these Amiga, you know, magazines that had, you know, just time capsules built into them, you know, like of 1995 and what was coming out at the time. Blabbing on, I'll stop here. Thank you for watching us. Next time we'll come back and we'll check out the 1200 and the 4000. See you then.